Hey, welcome back to the 5-day Illuminate Your Shadow Challenge. My name is Rebecca with Rebecca Rose Guidance, and today is day 3, Integrate Your Shadow. Now, if you want to be in the running to win the free intuitive guidance session with me, make sure you watch day 1 and day 2, that you downloaded the free workbook that is linked in my bio, and that you've been doing your homework. Day 1 was just to do hashtag Illuminate Your Shadow on the post. Yesterday, for day 2, was to tell me a little bit about how you and your shadow met and tell me the name, appearance, and personality that goes along with it. And day 3, our homework is going to be telling me whether or not you think your shadow has your best interest in mind. At one point, it has a really weird way of showing it, but maybe when it first came in, did it have a good purpose? You might say no, and that's totally okay. It might seem like this is just a part of you that has never had any good intention, purpose, anything. Or maybe it is something that developed so long ago when you were so little, before you could make memories. If it happened before you were 4 in response to something, you're not going to know why. And it's become a foundational aspect of your subconscious at this point. Hypnotherapy can help with that, but we're not doing that today. Now, you don't need to think that your subconscious had your best interest in mind at all. It just helps you like it more, so it helps with what we're doing today. But don't make that comment yet, because we're going to be doing a guided meditation, and maybe at the end of it, you might feel a little bit differently towards your subconscious, or maybe not. We'll see. Let me know. So first off, we're going to ask some questions to get you thinking about the aspects that you would like to change in your shadow, the things that really have just outlived their purpose, because we are not banishing your shadow, we're not shaming your shadow, we are not ignoring it or suppressing it, we are integrating it. So first you got to bring up to it like, hey, these things you've been doing aren't working out for me anymore. Let's see if we can find a new way of doing this. Let's take your strengths and use them in a good way. So an example would be, let's say you have that judgmental voice that wants to tell you all the things the bullies will say before they say them to you. Well, what if you told it that you're a big kid now and you don't hang out with bullies? So actually the only bully is your subconscious shadow telling you all these things. And if it wanted to help you out, well, how about it just points out when somebody's being mean or not worth your time, or it's kind of putting you down and making you feel a little crappy, because that would be more useful now. Or would it want to maybe try telling you how awesome you are? Be a stretch, but maybe you would want to try it out. Or if you're a people pleaser, tell this aspect that you're at a point where you're okay with not being liked by everyone, but you really do want to be absolutely loved by the right people who really value who you are. So maybe this people pleaser aspect can stop trying to make you be perfect and help you be perfectly yourself. And instead of trying to make everyone like you, really nurture and caretake the relationships that are going to really take care of and nurture you back. So those are just a couple ideas to get you thinking about how this might be able to shift. So let's do a meditation together to dive a bit deeper into your subconscious. Now, if you haven't done a lot of meditation, or even if you have, guided meditation can be a challenge. You might not see anything, feel anything, hear anything. That's totally fine. We have questions in the workbook to help you work through, so you can just go there and use pen and paper, and that might be easier for you. But give it a try. See what comes up. You might be surprised. So let's find yourself in a comfortable position. You can be seated or laying down. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel where you're making contact with the ground. Another inhale. And as you exhale, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a beautiful natural setting fills you with inspiration and joy. As you look around this space, you notice that there's a stairway going down into a cave, or if you're claustrophobic, it can just be going down a hill. I'm going to count down as you walk down the stairs into this cave, starting with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you reach the bottom, you notice there's a beautiful door across from you. You approach it and go through the doorway, and you are in your sacred space. It is full of your favorite colors, decorated beautifully, and on one wall you see a mirror. Approach the mirror and invite your shadow to appear. And once you see your image transform into the shadow, put your hand out and invite it through the mirror into the space with you. Thank you for showing up today. And ask it why it started acting the way that it does. And then ask it how it feels towards you. Did it have your best intention in mind when it first came to be? Thank it for explaining itself and helping you see it more clearly. And now, ask if it's ready to act in a new way that can help you both meet your needs. Ask it if it has any ideas about how it might make this shift. Does it have a secret desire to redirect its energy into a different avenue? It's okay if it doesn't, but do you have some ideas, maybe, that you can offer it? How does this aspect of you respond to your ideas? If you feel ready and comfortable doing so, invite it into a big hug. You can just stay there, or if you feel ready, invite it to merge with you, to reintegrate in, become one with you again, so that as you're hugging it, eventually your arms are just wrapped around yourself, giving yourself a big hug. If you're not ready to integrate yet, that is so okay. We still have 2 more days. You can always return back to meditation. If it didn't integrate in, thank it for joining you. And let it go back through the mirror. As you turn to walk through the doorway and back up the stairs as I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a deep breath in this beautiful natural space, feeling so much gratitude for its beauty. And as you exhale, begin to come back to your surroundings, feeling the ground beneath you, wiggling your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, opening your eyes again. Thank you for joining us on day 3, and that is it. You can do some more journaling in your workbook, and make sure you tell me how you think your shadow feels towards you. Does it have your best interest in mind, or at least at one point? And I will see you back here tomorrow. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself and doing this work.